Cambridge Breakfast with Julian Clover.
Cambridge Radio.
Some of Cambridge's most fascinating buildings and hidden spaces are opening their doors to the public next month. Open Cambridge returns for 10 days from the 11th of September with free tours, talks and experiences ranging from historic college libraries and the Churchill archives through to radio astronomy and even an underground laboratory. The bookings open today, and joining us is Open Cambridge manager Zoe Smith. Morning, Zoe.
Morning.
Thank you very much, as always, for coming on. And Open Cambridge is one of those, I think, staples in the diary now. How many years has it been running for?
Oh, God. I mean, I've been involved in only about 5 or 6 of them. It's been going on for over a decade, I think, by now, so a long time.
Right. Well, I guess in the grand scheme of Cambridge, that's hardly any time at all, but I get what you mean.
No, yeah.
It does give a chance, though, to get into places that we might normally walk straight past. So what you've got, which is particularly exciting about this year's programme?
Yeah, so we've got our usual favourites, tours of Senate House, tours of the Mullard Radio Astronomy Observatory out at Lord's Bridge. We've got garden tours at Trinity and at Wolfson, libraries at various colleges opening up. But I'm really happy that the Churchill Archive Centre is having an open day again this year. It's a fascinating little place that you don't really get to see unless you're going to do some particular research for some of the archives that they hold. But it's got over 600 collections documenting the history of modern Britain. So, and some of these will be on display and people will be able to have to look at them and learn about some of the conservation and how they look after these articles. I mean, I'm not saying this will be out, but they've got like one of Margaret Thatcher's handbags, which is really cool.
Oh, really? Oh, so it's not just I don't know, documents and I was imagining some of these, cabinet papers that they have to lock up for 30 years, but it's actual physical items.
Yeah. I went a couple of years ago to do some filming, and they had one of Margaret Thatcher's handbags. They had a red box from Winston Churchill. They had some awesome stuff. They had some really, really cool stuff up there. So it's not just papers. There are some which are also very interesting, especially how they look after them, but they've got them actual physical objects, which is really cool.
Oh, rather fancy thing. I like the idea of seeing one of the red, I guess the sort of boxes which for many years the Chancellor of the Exchequer used to hold up a battered old box. I seem to remember on Budget Day, but disappointingly Gordon Brown got a new one made, and I think successive chancellors. Rather like the end of the supply of podiums outside of Number 10, a new chancellor comes along and gets himself a new dispatch box. Still, I guess it gives us, in its own right, gives us another tradition. What's this? I noticed an underground fluid dynamics laboratory.
Yeah, so this is new for this year. So this is part of a guided tour of the Centre for Mathematical Studies. You'll go on a guided tour of the Betty and Gordon Moore Library, the Isaac Newton Institute, as well as the Underground Fluid Dynamics Lab. Don't ask me what they do in there, but it sounds amazing. It's brand new for this year, so we're really excited to have those guys involved for the first time. Yeah,
have you got any other sort of first-timers who are joining Open Cambridge this time around?
Yeah, so Cam Yoga are hosting an open day on the 19th of September. So you can go along to their studios and meet the team and take part in some free taster sessions, which is really cool to have something completely different from your normal opening of, libraries and stuff, to have something like this, which the local community use and can get involved in and try something new, I guess, which at no cost to themselves, which is really great.
Yeah, no, absolutely. I guess Cambridge sometimes feels like a city where we know that extraordinary things are happening, but it's all kind of like shut away and we can't really sort of get into them, as it were. So I'm figuring that, part of the purpose really of Open Cambridge is break down that barrier between, university, other institutions and, I guess us lot really on the outside.
Yeah, absolutely. I think it's about letting people in and then giving people the opportunity to come and see some things that they wouldn't be able to. I mean, a lot of these places, a lot of the college stuff are open throughout the year to the public anyway. But things like guided tours and to just add a little bit more to it, I think. And it's all about breaking down those walls that exist there and showing that, this is the city's for everyone.
So bookings are opening today. Figuring that, as always with these things, some of the events are going to fill up rather quickly. So what's your best advice, really, for someone who's looking through the programme this morning and to try and, I don't know, find which are the best things to enjoy, even if they sort of end up missing out on one of the more sought-after tickets?
Yeah, I mean, getting there fast. I mean, just for instance, for last year, the Mullard tours were fully booked within 6 minutes. And if people get frustrated because there's so little space available. But it's nice to keep these tours small and intimate so people can enjoy them. If it gets too big, it kind of defeats the point. So getting there quickly, I would say. Also, just there's so many things that don't require booking, so many drop-in activities that will take in place in September that you can just go and enjoy without having to worry about booking or rushing in this morning to get a spot. And I think those are the things that people need to explore and enjoy as well.
And it's all free, I think. Bookings are really only there to manage numbers rather than to. Let's face it, the university doesn't really need the cash, does it? So it's an opportunity just simply to manage the numbers rather than to charge people to get in.
Yeah. Everything's completely free. It's just so we can run the event safely, I guess.
Yeah, no, that's fair enough. Where do we go to find out about Open Cambridge?
So the website is opencambridge.cam.ac.uk. Bookings will go live from 10 a.m, so a couple of hours.
Sounds great. Okay, so 10 o'clock is when the whistle gets blown, and then you have 6 minutes to get into the Mallard Observatory.
Yeah.
I might come back to you actually, see if it is 6 minutes again this year. Wouldn't surprise me at all. It's a great place to go along to. Zoe, thank you very much indeed, as always.
Thank you, Julian. Thank you. Have a good day.
You too. That's Zoe Smith, who is the manager of Open Cambridge. As you heard, bookings are open from 10 o'clock this morning.